I'm Roshlyn.
I'm Joshlyn.
And so as you can see, the name mirrors because we're twins, twin sisters. So,
Identical twins.
Identical twins. So we're the mirrors. We named ourselves the mirrors. We'll talk about a lot here in our video and our channel. Just kind of talking about the fact that we are twins. We do everything together. We'll talk about mom stuff, husbands, raising kids, and even our own business.
Talk about a little bit of faith.
Faith for sure. We gotta have faith. So that's what we live.
And that's why how we're doing this. So.
Everything by definitely faith. We're 40 years old if you don't know that yet, but
and just starting YouTube, like we're trying to get on board.
Yeah.
Catching up.
So we're not 20-year-old YouTubers, we're 40 years old, which makes us unique right now. But
yes.
That's some of the things we will be talking about on our channel. So we hope that you subscribe and follow us. We really appreciate it. We're excited.
Stay tuned. We have a lot of exciting stuff to talk about with our recent entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
High school kids, college kids. We're pretty busy.
And this is our first year for a lot of firsts. Like we've had a lot of things going that we didn't think that we would have going. So even talking to everybody here about us in our journey. So you want to tell me a little bit about you?
I guess. I'm the oldest twin. I'm the oldest twin. 25 minutes.
25 whole minutes.
5, 3 and a half. I'm gonna count that half as me being a little bit older. So yeah, I am the oldest twin, and I gotta say, we don't have many differences with one another. I have 2 kids, boy and a girl. My son is the only boy on my side of the family. Very spoiled, by the way. So yes, I'm married. Married for 19 years. We celebrate 19 years. God is good. Married to my high school sweetheart, and we actually all went to high school together. Again, we live maybe 5 minutes away from one another.
Yeah,
always been close. Live close together. And just a little bit about my personality. More of an introvert. I think I'm growing into more of an extrovert.
I think so.
In this new found entrepreneurship that we have, more face front. So I think I'm growing. I'm doing better with my personality, growing and getting out there. What about you?
You don't need to improve your personality, but I get what you're saying. So I think I've always been an extrovert. And I don't know if it's because I hit 40 or because we started this new business or whatever it may be, but I feel like I'm more of an introvert now. Like, I think because we're always doing videos and social media and stuff, I find myself not being so much of an extrovert, but
I don't agree.
She doesn't agree.
I think she's always been an extrovert. Maybe it's more you're working with different people and I don't know, different personalities coming out.
But you know what? I'm going with it. I'm gonna let God see who He's gonna turn me into. We'll see how that works and see where it goes. But
see where the journey goes.
Yes. But yeah, so I have 2 girls, and I have one that's in college as well, 19 years old, and then I have an 8th grader. So she'll be going to high school next year, which I'm scared about, but that's a whole nother video. And I married my high school sweetheart. We all went to school together, high school together, and we all moved here to Dallas together. So we're from Louisiana. We didn't say that. We're from a small town, Natchitoches, Louisiana.
Go Saints.
Go Saints. Go LSU. So even though we've been in Dallas all this time, we're still not Cowboys fans. We'll probably get some heat on that, but we still are loyal to the Saints. So that's kind of what we sit on that. But
yeah, also with our kiddos, it's like we kind of had them staggered, didn't we? We didn't plan it. God just...
You started first.
Yeah, I started first. My oldest is 21. He's a senior at LSU. Go Tigers. And then my daughter, she's 16 in high school, so in between that age, your daughter's
19. So we had Autumn. She was our first baby girl. And then Reagan was the last, so she'll be 14 in January. So that's the last of the next. We're not having any more. We're done. So and what's funny about it, she has a baby boy, a dog is what I'm talking about at this point, but Jackson, and I have Bentley. So we all just kind of balance out. And our name for our family is called the Great 8. So
because we do it all together.
We do it all together, road trips, whatever the case may be. And we're pretty involved in everybody's lives. So the kids got something going on all these years. We're always trying to be there, whether it's 8 hours away or 2 hours away.
Sports.
Yeah, everything. So we're always busy because amongst us we have 4 kids, so we always got something going on.
Okay. So let's dig into our twinship.
Okay.
The twin thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think has been, I guess first the most exciting thing we've gone through together, or the best thing you like about being my twin? Because I'm the oldest.
Yeah. I think the best thing, and this is still funny to this day, we're 40 years old and we still do this, but if I'm feeling something or going through something, and it comes out later that, oh, I just had a rough day or a rough week, you know, this is what I had going on, I was feeling this way, and I actually started talking to her about it. She's like, oh my God, I was feeling the same way. Mm-hmm. Like, we just had this happen, what, a couple weeks ago?
No, last week.
Was it last week? Okay, and the week before. So we sitting here, we're talking about this stuff, and it comes out that she knows exactly how I feel at that time, but I just didn't reach out to her at the time because I'm praying and trying to handle it myself. But turns out we're going through the same thing. So that's the hugest thing for me, because when I don't have anybody else to really understand what I'm going through, she was already going through it, and we just hadn't talked about it yet.
And one crazy story about that is, but this is more physical. So when I had my son 21 years ago in the hospital, this one was having contractions with me and I didn't know. So that was our first thing, like, oh my God, wow, did you really have my symptoms? And so that was one of the first things we kind of thought together. And then now it's kind of one of those things where we're handling things behind the scenes, but then we're like, oh my God, you were going through the same thing.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, that would be what about you? Don't say the same thing.
No. You know what's crazy though? Even to piggyback on that, I think for me is when we show up dressed alike, hair alike, same colors. Like that's weird to me. But I'm used to it now. But I think that's one of the most fascinating things because we're still thinking alike.
Yeah, yeah.
And another big thing for me is that we go through everything together. Like, you know, we may have best friends outside of our relationship, but we still sisters and best friends. We do everything together. So
yeah,
I think that's a big takeaway.
And we still have aspects too, just like any other person, but it's nothing that'll come between us, right, in our relationship. So we get to talking about stuff, but we're our own individual people, I would say, but we still almost kind of like one because we still have the same feelings about a lot of stuff and going through a lot of the same stuff. So
I think people may think, oh, I wonder if they get on each other's nerves. We do,
and we have our space sometimes. We need to. We have to have our space too in our family. So it's funny, even with our kids, because kind of like having brothers and sisters that you don't live with, but you're always around. They need that space too. So, but we always get back together and do our thing.
Life.
Now I ask you a question. So, what do you think, or what do you say has been the most eye-opening or challenging thing that we've dealt with this year?
Okay, this year I would say resigning from or stepping away from our jobs in corporate America for 20 years. We went to college together, started our jobs together. We started every job together.
Yeah, we did, and we got fired together too.
Yeah, a lot of that going on. But anywho, so after 20 years, we decided to take a leap of faith and just jump into entrepreneurship. I think that was the biggest thing for us that we're still going through together. And I think to make the decision together, and I think too, just everything aligning together. Like, you got your word, I got my word. We're bringing that together in confirmation together with our families. Yeah. To say, you know what, we can do this and let's do it together. It's time. Yeah. So I think that was one of the biggest things we faced this year.
I would have to say the same thing, just because it's kind of like you had those plans and God had something different. His timing was totally different. So
it was scary.
It was very scary. So for us to be on one accord with that, and even our husbands being on one accord with it, because, you know, it's not like we have a final say so by any means, but everybody being in agreement with everything, so we can just kind of launch our own thing and do our own thing. That was huge. And so that's kind of some of the things we'll talk about too. So we'll talk about more of our business and entrepreneurship and our faith, because that was the whole cornerstone of it all. And
it's still the cornerstone. I'm still trying to figure it out.
It's the cornerstone today, every day. It's the cornerstone right now as we talk to y'all on this YouTube channel. So just being bold, like we got our shirts here saying "Be bold." That's part of our small business too that we're starting. So we'll be excited to talk more about that, but we'll have a video coming about our careers.
Our funny guys, our relationships, our marriages.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
That's crazy.
I'm 19 years. What about you?
I just made 20 years. No, that was last year, wasn't it? I'm 21. 21 years.
See, we've been married for so long. We can't keep up with
21 years in September. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we met in high school.
We all did.
Yeah, we were actually in the church choir together when we were young and didn't even know each other. But my husband is a twin, so anybody that knows me out there from school or anywhere else, they know who I'm talking about. But he's a twin, I'm a twin. We were supposed to have twins, but we didn't. So one of our girls will probably have twins. And so our hubbies are best friends. Like, they knew each other before we got together anyway, but then we got together, it just kind of, it happened.
So her husband is my big brother, so we don't, it's just us and our older sister, so we don't have any boys in the family, so he's my big brother. Same for my husband with her. And my husband has twin brothers, but he's not a twin, so we're like surrounded by twins.
So somebody we're gonna be grandmommy and granddaddy of some twins at some point.
One of our kids will.
Yeah, but so our husbands are all up in our business. They're part of the business as far as our career that we started. But they're our biggest support system, and so they'll probably laugh when they see this video, but they'll testify to everything that we're saying is true.
Yeah, shout out to them big time. We couldn't do anything without them.
Our supporters. We're gonna get them on the channel at some point too. So
you'll be laughing at them.
Yeah, they're crazy. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in and listening to a little bit more about us and getting to know us a little bit better. But you will see that there's more to come. We will have more videos we'll be trying to post.
Yeah, stay tuned. We'll try to post at least once or twice a week, just depending on the demands of our projects and how busy we are.
So speaking of that, we did say we had a career change. So we're interior designers and decorators and staging. So we started our business probably it'll be 3 years in February, but that's what we do, and we're excited about it. So we'll get some videos and stuff going on our projects and things like that, but more to come on all of that.
Yeah, we look forward to any comments you want to leave for us or follow us along.
We're excited. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.